Hello, I'm Bernard Norcott-Mahany. I work at the Blueford branch of the Kansas City Public Library. April is National Poetry Month, and this is an Olympic year, so I've been reading poems that deal with athletic competitions in ancient Greece. So we were looking at briefly at we looked at the Olympic poems of a man named Pindar, and we've also now looked at a few Nemean poems by him. Nemea was another town that held athletic competitions. The Nemean Games were held every 2 years on the year after the Olympics, and then 3 years after the Olympics, or 1 year before the next Olympics, was how it worked. So today we're going to look at Nemean poem number 7. Probably it's around 461 BCE for a young man named Alkimadas of Aigina for victory in boys wrestling. The key takeaway in this is that gods and men come from the same source, Mother Earth, but gods, of course, have staying power. They're immortal, and they don't fade, whereas humans, on the other hand, are ephemeral, right? They'll die soon, and the best they can hope for is glory, and by something they do. And he at one point in the poem he talks about Alkimadas twice not winning at the Olympic Games, presumably in the same event, boys wrestling, because of a lot. So there must have been some sort of deal where in the wrestling event that you would have multiple matches, but depending on the lot you got would depend where you competed. And so if you get a lower lot, if you get like that you started sooner, you probably had more time in general to recover than if you got a later one. So that might be what's at issue. So Nemean poem number 6 for Alkimadas of Aigina, winner in the boys wrestling. Single is the race, single of men and of gods. From a single mother we both draw breath, but a difference of power in everything keeps us apart. For the one is as nothing, but the brazen sky stays a fixed habitation forever. Yet we can, in greatness of mind or of body, be like the immortals, though we know not to what goal, by day or in the nights, fate has written that we shall run. Even now Alkimadas gives visible witness that his race is like the fruitful fields which change about, and now give men abounding life from the soil, now rest again and pick up strength. He has come from Nemea's well-loved games, a boy in the struggle, who follows this calling from Zeus. He has been revealed a hunter, and had good sport in the wrestling. He plants his feet in the kindred tracks of his father's father, Praxiteles, for he, an Olympian victor, first brought twigs from Alpheus to the Aeacidae. He was crowned 5 times at the Isthmus, thrice at Nemea, and saved Soclidas from oblivion, who was first of Hagesidamus' sons. To his delight, 3 prize winners reached the peak of prowess by tasting of toil. With good fortune from God, boxing has proved no other house to hold more crowns in the heart of all Hellas. I hope with this big word to hit the mark as with a shot from the bow. Come, Muse, waft straight to him the glorious gale of your words, for when men pass away, songs and tables bring back their noble accomplishments for them. Of these, the Basidae have no lack, a clan renowned of old. They convoy their own hymns of praise, and could give the Pierians ploughmen many a song of their lordly doings. And rich Pytho, won from the blood of this land, his hands bound in the boxing strap, Callias won, the favorite of gold-haired Leto's children. And at Castalia in the evening, the Graces' loud song shed flame on him. The bridges of the unwearying sea in the feast of the dwellers around, and the slaughter of bulls in the 2nd year, honored Creontidas in Poseidon's acre, and the lion's grass covered him in victory under the shaggy ancient hills of Phlius. For tellers of tales, wide avenues open on every side to grace this glorious island. For the Iacchidae gave them a surpassing destiny and revealed their great acts of prowess. Their fame flies far over the earth and across the sea. It leapt even to the Ethiopians when Memnon came not home. Heavy for them was the fight into which Achilles fell when he came down from his chariot to the ground, and slew the son of the shining dawn with the edge of his furious sword. This theme men of old found a road for traffic. I too follow and make it my care. But the wave that rolls at time at the ship's keel is said most to trouble every man's heart. On my willing back I shoulder a double burden, and have come to tell the news of this 25th prayer answered. From the games which men call holy. Alkimadas, you have added it to your illustrious race. Twice the flowers of the Olympian festival by the precinct of Cronus were stolen from you in your boyhood by the wanton fall of a lot. To a dolphin in the sea I would match Melesius for quickness, charioteer of hands and strength. So that was Nemea 6 for Alkimadas of Aigina for victory in the boys' wrestling.